Welcome back, everybody. This is Todd Sylvester with the Todd Sylvester Inspires Belief Cast. I'm so excited this morning. We're here bright and early. I got Williamson Sintyl. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Todd.
Yes, so glad to have you here, and I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to have you share your story with our listeners. I also want to thank Veracity Networks again for their sponsorship of this Belief Cast today. They're an amazing company, and it's owned by Drew Peterson, who's a good friend of mine as well. And I want to thank them for their support in spreading the word in this Belief Cast. We have Williamson Sintyl this morning. He is a survivor from the earthquake in Haiti back in 2010. Williamson takes advantage of every moment, experience, and opportunity he is given in life. He moved here in the U.S. to study in 2015. But also met the love of his life at that time. He shares his near-death experience in many schools and functions all over Utah and Haiti. So I know you go around and you do a lot of motivational speaking, which we talked about earlier, which I'm excited to know more about. You own your own small business. It's a nonprofit project for humanity called Arise. Is that correct?
Yeah, Arise Project for Humanity. Yeah.
Okay, great. And then you continue to go back to Haiti often to go help and spread the good word. You live here in Salt Lake City with your beautiful wife. You have a son and one on the way. Is that what you said?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I'm excited to have you on today. Thank you for your taking the time to come be on this and to share your wonderful story with our listeners.
No, I'm excited, and I just want to thank you again, because Todd, what you're doing, you're not just inviting people to come here. You are helping saving lives, you are saving lives because somebody out there would like to hear my story or somebody's story.
Right.
And everyone has a story, and only us can share that story. So people needs to hear that story so they can step up in life.
Right.
And thanks for having me.
Absolutely. No, it's my honor, seriously. And our listeners are going to be in for a treat today. So, well, let's just kind of start back when you grew up in Haiti. Let's talk about that and a little bit about your family and what was life like in Haiti.
Well, I grew up, first of all, with such an amazing parents. My dad, he's studying in Haiti. He went to college and he works for the government. And my mom works for the hospital in Haiti. And they are such great parents. And I went to private school in Haiti. So in Haiti, there is public school and private school. They speak Haitian Creole in public school and they speak French in private school.
Oh, okay.
And I was able to speak French when I'm in school. But when I'm outside, I speak Haitian Creole.
Oh, okay.
So at home, they allow me to speak French at home, but outside, it's Haitian Creole.
Oh, okay.
And I grew up knowing that the best way to make it in life is through education. I had to go to school. I had to be one of the best students in school. The only thing I was able to do was going to school and doing my homework.
Right.
And I didn't even have time to watch TV, only on Saturday.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Did you enjoy school?
I love school. I love school. I think if I really want to make a difference in life and try to help my country, I need to educate myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did you learn that? Did your parents push that education on you, or is that something that came naturally to you?
So I felt like people who succeed in life are those who learn, and it's not about graduate from college or have a PhD. It's all about learn something,
Right.
Yeah, go get an education. It could be anything. So I grew up knowing the best way to make it, the best way to serve my country is through education.
Wow, I love that. Yeah, that's powerful. Knowledge is power, as we always have heard, right?
Exactly.
But it's true, right? When you know a certain skill, when you know information, it allows you to take care of yourself and not rely on other things and also give back to those who are struggling. And so we'll get into that here in a minute. So did you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I do. I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. And my older brother grew up here in the state, and I have 3 younger siblings. One is serving his mission for LDS Church right now in Ivory Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On the Ivory Coast, huh?
Yeah.
Right on. Where are you, the youngest, oldest, in the middle?
I'm the 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on. So now, does your family still live in Haiti, or are they here in Utah now?
So my mom had a stroke 5 months ago in Haiti, and we had to bring her here.
Okay.
and now she's ready to go back. But my siblings, they go to high school here,
Okay.
and yeah, so it's been great to have them here with us. You know,
Right. How
yeah,
is she doing?
she's doing a lot better than the first day, than the first time she came here. Now she's doing great right now. She's ready to go back and then have a fun life in Haiti.
Yeah. Well, so let's talk a little bit more about your childhood. So obviously, education was a big part of your childhood.
Yeah.
What were some other things that were a big part of your childhood that you could talk about?
I think it's respect for others.
Okay.
Like in Haiti, like for example, if I'm sitting somewhere, if I sit somewhere and then someone came, if this person is older than me, I need to stand up. If I want to
Okay.
say hi to this person, and I need to give them my chair.
Really?
It's
Okay.
all about like I can't talk to you without not looking at you in your eyes. And the other thing is, if I'm talking to you, I can't sit on my chair. I need to stand up.
Really? Okay.
And those are some other things. And then the other things is like working together. I grew up in a community where we work together. We clean the community together. We
Mhm.
do homework together. And so now everything's different than the way I grew up.
Right.
And that's what make me sad sometimes, because I didn't grow up in such things like that. And I'm grateful for the way I grew up, because without this kind of life, I will never be where I am today.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. And again, is that stuff that kind of your parents instilled in you, like, be respectful and things like
Yeah.
that?
Uh-huh.
Look people in the eye and
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. You got a very powerful presence about you, and you got a good energy about you. I don't know if people have told you that before, but you really do.
So I think it starts with you, I create my own day. Like when I first wake up in the morning, I have to do my affirmations. I go in my bathroom and speak to myself, And that's what I do every morning. I need to create my day. This is part of my day. My first 30 minutes in my life will create my life. So I need to create this energy.
Wow, I love
Yeah.
it. So we were talking earlier, you and I are similar, and we both get up really early. You get up at 4, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And you do your affirmations. Is there anything else that you do that
I
helps
go to
get
the gym.
Go to the gym? Okay.
I will call my dream. I write down my plan again for the day.
Okay.
I write them down again. And sometimes I have new plan coming up that I didn't even plan last night. So there's a lot of things I do in the morning to help me stay motivated.
Okay.
To help me, to remind me that today is my day. And
Wow.
of course, today is my day.
I love that. One of my favorite sayings is, if you win the first hour of the day, you win the day.
I love that.
If you lose the first hour of the day, you'll spend the rest of the day looking for it.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So who taught you that, or is that something that you just naturally started doing? I mean, how did you get to that point where you'd wake up in the morning and really kind of set your day? How did you learn that?
The person I surround myself with. There's 3 things I love, and I think this will help anybody in life in the next 5 years. The people you surround yourself with, the people you listen in the book you read. Those 3 things help me in my life, and I need to be around people that can help me to be where I want to be in life.
Okay.
Those are the ones who will help me to know my true power.
Right.
And I listen to them, and I read books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What books do you read? What kind of books do you like reading?
I love let's say Tony Robbins, June, and I have a lot. And now I'm reading a book called Dare to Lead.
Oh, Dare to Lead?
Dare to Lead, yeah. I love this book. And
awesome.
what else? Discover Your True Power.
Okay.
It's by, I don't remember his name. Yeah, I love reading.
Yeah.
I love
Again,
reading.
because you're learning and you're getting more knowledge, and
Uh-huh.
and that allows you to give back, and I love that. That's so cool that you do that. Let's talk about, you're growing up in Haiti, and in 2010 there was a massive earthquake, and it was national news. I mean, we all heard about it here, obviously, as well, and it was pretty traumatic and horrific at the time.
Mhm.
Talk about that and what led up to that and how you handled it and what was going on.
Well, I was 16 when the earthquake happened. I was in high school that day, and it was a Tuesday, January 12, 2010. My mom felt like she needs to come pick me up from high school.
Mm-hmm.
She never did that before. And she felt like she needs to come early that day to pick me up. And when she came pick me up, I didn't ask her why, because she shouldn't. Because in private school, every day you have to stay to do homework together with your classmate.
Right.
And that day she came pick me up, I didn't do any of my homework.
Okay.
And I didn't ask her why. I just jumped in the car, and then she dropped me off to my dad's orphanage, because my parents own a few orphanages in the past.
Okay.
And I was working with my dad at that time in that orphanage, like take care of the kids, ask them, hey, how was your day?
Yeah.
Do the homework with them. And after she dropped me off to my dad's orphanage, I was on the bottom floor of the 3-story of building.
Okay.
And the building started shaking.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. And it collapsed on top of us, all of us. There was 12 other kids. And there was one little boy stand next to me. And I grabbed him. And he was underneath me the whole time. And
So so it collapsed on you're now buried.
yeah,
Okay.
on top of all of us. And I was under that building with that boy underneath me.
Oh wow.
And I didn't know much about earthquake at that time. I was 16. And that's one of the saddest story of my life. And that's one of the story who really helps me to understand that my life has a purpose and I have a purpose in life.
Yeah.
And I started screaming. We all started screaming because we don't know what's going on. We're looking for help. And I started getting tired and I stopped.
Yeah.
And we spent the whole night. And I remember in the middle of that night, the kids started screaming, what's going on? Hey, I need help. Looking for people. And I could hear people looking for us. And people looking for their own family.
Right.
And
So is that kid pinned underneath you?
yes.
So and you can't move?
No, not
is
at
there
all.
like heavy stuff on top of you?
Yeah, not at all. I
Were
can't
you
move.
injured? Like did you have any did you know that you were hurt, like
Yeah.
any broken bones or
While I was under that building, I felt like I need to say a prayer. For the first time of my life, I grew up Catholic, and I've never said sincere prayer before. Like knowing that I need to say a prayer, I need to like speak to God. And I did say a prayer, and I said, God, if you save me, I'm going to serve you. But I didn't know how.
Right.
And I literally had so many children, all of them surrounding me that were dying, and I couldn't do anything about it, anything. And the next day, I started calling them. They all died that night. Yeah,
Really?
only this boy that was underneath me keep asking me, are we gonna make it? I felt so strongly that yes, we are gonna make it. And right after I said that, I felt someone, an angel, on top of me. And I didn't feel any heavy stuff anymore.
Really?
I knew I was gonna make it, but I didn't know how.
Right.
And
Wow.
he keep asking me, are we gonna make it? And I keep saying, yes, we are gonna make it. Yes, we are gonna make it. And I waited. And then at the end of this day, I started using my voice so people could hear me. Because I can hear people looking for me. But they don't know where I was because they were on top of us. And we were on the bottom floor of that building. And when I used my voice, my dad could hear me. And that's when they started looking for me.
Okay.
And they dig from the top to the bottom. And they saw where I was. And they set a rope to tie on my neck to get me out. But they couldn't because my right arm was broken.
Okay.
There was a bunch of heavy stuff blocks on top of my arm.
Right.
And they have to remove those things first so that they can get me out. And that's when they get me out. And they did the same thing for the other boy. They tie a
Right.
rope on his neck and they get him out. He was the only one beside me was able to make it.
Everyone else had passed away.
Yeah.
Wow.
And after they rescue me, I find out that my 25 best friend, my classmate, died that same day
In the high school?
in the high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because the high school collapsed as well?
Yeah. That's when my mom came pick me up from my school.
Wow.
And after the earthquake, I felt like I must be alive for some reason. And I really want to know how I can fulfill my promise to God. Because I told him,
Yeah,
I said, if you save me, I am going to serve you. I didn't know how. And I'm seeking for truth, like how people can serve God. And we didn't have any water, any food to survive, anything. But for me, that was the beginning of something greater for my life, much better. And I need to make the most of my life.
Wow.
And 6 months later, in July 2010, I joined the church. I got baptized.
Okay.
And 3 years later, I served a mission.
Wow. I want to get to that. I want to go back a little bit though. So, because there's a lot to that story. So you're rescued, right? And you're saying there's no food, there's no water.
No.
I mean, did you feel hopeful or did you feel scared? I mean, talk us through what was going through your mind.
Yeah, I felt very hopeful, because I was the only one in my class who survived from that earthquake. I was one of the 2 persons from this orphanage who survived from that earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I am on a mission right now. I have so many other people, so many people's dream on my shoulder that I need to carry, my 25 classmates. Those are people who have dream. They want to become somebody. They want to do something in life. I need to represent those. I need to do something with the names,
Right.
And yeah.
Wow. So what, obviously it was really hard after the earthquake because, I mean, I'm sure it was pretty chaotic and
Yeah.
you guys are trying to figure things out. And was your family spared through the earthquake?
So my family's house was destroyed. We were living in a tent for a year. We were living under a tent. All of us.
For a year.
For a year.
Wow. And just, you're probably hoping that aid's coming in from other countries to help supply water and food. And
yeah, we received a lot of helps from other people around the world. My arm was broken. There was a Canadian guy. His name is Brad, B-R-A-I-D. I will always remember his name. I've never seen his face since then.
Really?
And yeah, and he was helping us. So yeah, we were so blessed. We were so blessed. Not because we were alive, but because we received God's help, and we knew that this happened for a reason.
Right.
So, yeah.
Wow. That is amazing. And so you survived the earthquake, and you said 6 months later, what happened in July again?
6 months later, not even 6 months later, but before 6 months, like right after the earthquake, I met my first friend because I didn't have friends before.
Okay.
I only had time to study. And this guy stopped over to my tent, and then we become close friends. And then we chatting together every single day. And 6 months later, I become member of his church.
Okay.
He was the
Okay.
LDS. So, yeah, and then I joined the church. I get baptized.
Right.
Yeah.
So after that, when did you know what you were going to do to maybe help other people and serve God, like you said? When did you not kind of know? Because you said you wanted to help and serve God.
Yeah.
When did you figure out, like, okay, this is how I'm going to do it?
Like, somebody told me that they're talking to me about 2 years mission, serving a mission in the church. And I felt like, yeah, maybe that's the way. And that was when serving a mission was my passion, become my passion. I want to do it.
Right.
I felt like that was the right thing for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like I'm going to pray the Lord to know if I have to serve a mission or not.
Right.
Yeah, because I knew that was something I need to do. And I did serve a mission. I served in Haiti. and grateful for these 2 years. That was the best 2 years of my life.
Wow.
And grateful for the people I serve with. I was able to serve with my mission president for a long time. And yeah, I felt like the way I serve God was a part of who I am today.
Right.
Yeah.
So you served in Haiti.
Yeah.
Was it a lot of service work too? Were you helping rebuild? Were you helping that kind of thing through past the earthquake, or
mostly teaching the gospel?
okay?
Preaching the gospel and able to serve other missionaries. Yeah, serve other missionaries and serve the people in the country, because you have the opportunity to really know your culture, really know the struggle. I can say I know their struggle.
Yeah.
Because I go and teach them. Sometimes it's not, they don't need the teaching. They need you to be with them, to tell them everything's going to be all right.
Yeah.
They need you to just have them maybe washing dishes together.
Right.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. How did people receive you in Haiti, on your mission? Were they open and listening, or or was it a difficult where they rejected you? And
It was so easy because I had a smile on my face. I do.
like you do right now.
Yeah. That's the first thing I bought in the U.S. Bought a smile on my face. And that's something people want, because they're not happy very often.
Yeah.
If you can bring happiness to them, they will receive you. And not only my smile, but also the gospel. That's a joyful gospel.
Right.
And I had an amazing experience in Haiti and throughout my mission. I'm grateful for that. I can't say anything different than that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So when you finish your mission, obviously you're still in this mindset. You want to give back. You want to help other people and all that. So let's talk about that time of your life and what you were thinking and what your plans were.
And I felt like, and I decided to come to United States because I felt like I need to go somewhere and learn or get something to come back to serve my country. And there's a lot of opportunity in Haiti, but it's hard for people to not to get them, because we can create them.
Right.
But for me, I felt it was the right thing for me to come to United States to study and learn the things I need to learn to go back and serve my country.
Right.
And I decided to come here. My dad has a free tuition for me to go to study in Cuba.
Okay.
And I said, no, I want to come to Salt Lake City. I want to study at BYU, Idaho. I want to live close to the temple. I want to know Salt Lake Temple.
Right.
And yeah, I came here 3 years ago.
Okay.
In 2015. Now it's 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I came here without any English, any money to survive, any place to stay.
Really, you just decided you're heading here and you'll figure it out when you get here.
I connect with friends.
Wow.
And they let me stay with them.
Uh-huh.
And I end up living with my bishop.
Okay.
It's in Salt Lake. All this thing happened in Salt Lake. And
okay.
I lived with my bishop for a few months while I was working on my English, because my English was so bad. But I knew I had to be patient. And I went back to Haiti because I couldn't pass the English test to go to college.
Right.
I took that test more than 5 times.
Uh-huh.
And while I was in Haiti, I felt like, no, Haiti is not the right place to learn English. You need to come back. And I went back and I took that test again and I make it.
And you passed.
I passed, yeah. And then I was able to study online, BYU Idaho. I was studying online. But when I came back, that's when I started dating my girlfriend. Because when I first came here, I saw so many opportunities. I knew I had to do something to help my country.
Right.
I surround myself with some really good friends, and one of them become my beautiful wife today.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great. So, you just have such a great attitude about yourself and about learning and moving forward. And was there a time through all this that you were getting discouraged or having a hard time? Or do you always have kind of like this, optimistic outlook?
To be honest with you, there is time that, we're gonna have time where we feel like wow, am I gonna do it? You know, but at the same time, the best part of that is you try again. Because
Right.
for me, I'm a strong believer that the reason why we do something is so much more important than what we're doing.
Right.
Like, why do I come to United States? To have a
Right.
better life, to go back and serve my country.
Right.
So I need to be ready to embrace everything. Like, embrace everything. Todd, when I first come here, I spent a year without eating lunch to save enough money to build my first landscaping company because I knew I was going to get married. How am I going to provide?
Right.
I need to build, to build a foundation. And I spend that here and I save enough to pay my lawyer to change my paper, to go on my honeymoon with my wife and to rent my place to stay, to provide for my family, to start my first landscaping company. So I had to do this
Yeah. So you went without lunch
for a year.
for a year, and you used that money to save up to start a business.
Yes.
Wow.
And provide for my family.
Yeah.
So I had to do this because I'm not from here. If I want to make it in life, I need to work harder than anyone. That's why I can't sleep. I can't take a nap. Because if I take a nap, somebody's going to get something I need in my life. And I'm not going to get it anymore.
Wow.
So I can't. When my wife said, honey, you never take a nap. I can't. Because I'm not from here and I need to make it in life. I had to.
So you
I
had to,
have to.
yeah, you have to dig deeper more than most. You have to work harder. You
Exactly.
have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Wow, what a blessing all that is, though, right?
Oh, yeah. It is such a blessing.
Wow. I mean, boy, kids these days, I mean, if they could have that mindset that you have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's rare you hear that where it's like, you know, most kids are taking naps. It seems like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you got kind of like your back's kind of against the wall, and it's like, okay, I can't. If I slow down or if I don't put in the work, I'm not gonna make it.
No.
Right?
No, there's no way.
There's no way.
No, because you can't skip. If you skip, yes, you're gonna make it, but you're not gonna stay there for a long time.
Right.
If you skip. But you need to do it in the right way. And I'm not judging others for taking a nap. I'm not judging people for sleeping, but for me, no.
Right.
That's not the time.
Right.
There's a quote said, when you're young, you give your health to get wealth, but when you get older, you give your wealth to get health. You know?
Yeah.
And I think I need to make the most of my life. I need to leave this world knowing that I make a difference.
Yeah.
I made a difference in my own life.
Right. So you sacrificed for a year of not having lunch or taking naps, and you started your own landscaping business.
Yeah.
Wow. So are you still doing that today, or is that?
Still doing it, but I don't do it. I have like some other people in my neighborhood who work and because now I'm focused more on my nonprofit organization Arise, because I go to Haiti a lot. We have a mentoring program that we are building in Haiti, and now we have a lot of work to do in Haiti.
Sure.
So
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about your Project for Humanity, Arise. Let's talk about how that came about and what that's all about and what you're doing with it. Okay.
Well, like I told you, when I first came here, I saw so many opportunity. I knew I had to do something for my country, because when I see opportunity, I take them. If I don't see them, I quit them.
Right.
So one day I decided to start something to help Haiti, and I did some bunch of clothes to Haiti, because I felt like they need clothes for the children in the street. And when I sent them, they didn't receive them because they asked me to pay a lot of money to receive them. And I said, no, I'm not going to pay money for something that I'm going to send to Haiti. And that's when I felt like, no, that's not the right thing to do. If I really want to make a difference in Haiti, it's not by giving. It's by creating something. And that's when I started Arise. I want to create something to teach Haitians the principles that I learned throughout my whole life and how those things help me and how they can help them too. I want to teach Haitians to know that they can make it in life, to know that they are the one who's going to change Haiti. So that's when we started Arise to teach people in Haiti to become a victor in life, to know that they can make it. Because not a lot of Haitians people will know that they can make it in life.
Right.
That mindset, no, they don't. But they need to learn how they can create something for themselves instead of expecting things from other people.
Right.
Because I grew up, I've seen people come to Haiti all the time. They bring stuff, they give stuff, but nothing happened. Because that's not what they need, but that's what they want.
Right.
Haitian wants food, they want clothes, they want a place to stay, but what do they really need?
Yeah.
They need to learn how they can create for themselves those things.
Yeah.
So that's why we have a mentoring program right now. We are teaching Haitians all over. We have mentors. We give them those instructions to share with the youth in their own community. So now we have over 25 mentoring program in Haiti.
Really? That's awesome.
So yeah, we're excited. We know that Haiti will change, but it needs to start with Haitians. That's why right now we are inviting Haitians to teach Haitian.
Wow, I love that. Yeah, the change starts with us.
Exactly.
Yeah, change you, and you can help change the world.
Yeah.
You can't go out and change the world if you're not there where you need to be, right?
No.
So what are some of the principles that you teach the Haitians through this program?
We have the power of affirmations. We invite Haitians to do their own affirmations every morning.
Nice.
Because not a lot of people will know that they are capable.
Right.
Who knows that I'm beautiful, I'm handsome, I'm wonderful, I'm powerful, I'm a success magnet. Who knows that? Not a lot. We want to teach them that. We want to teach them to do the affirmations every single morning, to recall your dream, to tell yourself who you are. Because if you don't, no one else will.
Right.
You need to be the first person who tell yourself who you are. And that's one principle. And the other one is the power of vision board.
Right.
Because we know that vision board works. But if you do the things you need to do, and believe in yourself, creating order in your life, honesty, like become a leader, the power of I am, those are principles we teach in Haiti.
Wow.
Things that will help change people's mindset. Because I believe if you can help people change the way they think, the way they see themselves, you can help change their life.
Right.
So that's what we're doing. And that's why we're doing what we're doing in Haiti, to help changing people's mindset, to become a victor in life and not a victim.
Wow. I love that. That is so beautiful. And that, you're speaking my language here. I really try, and that's what I'm doing with my clients is, it's when we play victim, that's what keeps us really trapped and almost paralyzed in moving forward. And then we wonder why our lives aren't very good.
Yeah.
But when we say no, you tell yourselves the truth through those affirmations, right? Basically, that's all you're doing is you're just telling yourself the truth, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so doing those kind of things, man, I love how you said it, it's about teaching them to be the victor, not the victim.
Exactly, because if you tell yourself who you are, it's going so deep inside of you that no one else will ever remove that from you, because that's who you are. Even one day somebody's trying to tell you who you are not, you're not going to believe that because you know who you are. You plant that inside of you.
Wow.
You've been telling yourself that every single day for a year. So now it's time to move on, to know that a lot of people don't succeed in life because they're too attached to who they were before, to who they've been.
Right.
So it's time to just tell yourself, no, today is my day. This year is my year. This is what I'm going to be. This is who I am today. So we help Haitians to know that we're not a slave anymore.
Yeah.
There's millions, like let's say thousands of young people, let's say Haitians, who still buried under the rubble of self-doubt.
Wow.
Want them to overcome that. Want to rescue those kids. Want them to know that you're capable. You're somebody. You can make a difference in Haiti.
Yeah, I see what you just did there. Here you are when you were buried under the rubble.
Mm-hmm.
And you had this feeling that you're going to make it. And then if you knew if you were going to make it, you were going to go make a difference. And now what you're doing is, I love the vision, the imagery of what you just shared there, is that all of us at times are buried under our own rubble of self-doubt, self-criticism, that we're not good enough, we'll never make it, we can't do it, right? And here you are teaching them, no, that's I'll show you how to get out of that rubble to where you're standing up and now you can go give back kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wow. That just really hit me as you were saying that,
Oh.
Williamson.
Thank you. No, I truly believe that Haitian can make a difference.
Yeah.
But they need to make a difference in their own life.
Right.
Because we don't have to worry about the world. Let's worry about ourselves, and then the rest will happen.
Yeah.
If you don't fill your own cup, how are you gonna help people? You need to be able to be the difference so that you can make a difference, a real difference in this world.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. That is amazing. How often do you go back to Haiti?
I would say every 3-4 months. So now we're building a mentoring center.
No way.
Because
That's
our dream is
awesome.
to see every single Haitian have access to a mentoring program. So now with 25 mentors in 25 areas, we want all those youth who've been part of this program become a mentor to teach other youth in their own community. And those youth become a mentor.
Yeah.
Haitian teach Haitians.
Yeah, I love that. A really good friend of mine, Dave, told me that when A helps B, A gets better. So that's really what's happening there.
Yeah.
These mentors are teaching others to be mentors. But as they do that, it strengthens themselves because they're teaching.
Exactly.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And then it just kind of snowballs, It just keeps getting paid forward. I love that. It's amazing.
Yeah, we truly believe. I know you believe in another Haiti. You believe that Haiti can be a great country.
Sure.
They can make a difference. We can have great leaders, but we need to start from here, from the youth, so that they know once they become a president, they know that they can make a difference. Because most of the time, the reason we become corrupt or we don't make a difference is because we don't have that inside of us that we can make a difference.
Right.
We think that it's still gonna be the same.
Yeah.
We want to create better leaders that will improve people's life, that will really make a difference in their own country.
Yeah, I love that. We were talking before we got on air here today that, you go around and do a lot of motivational speaking. And I asked you some of the things that you talked about. You talked about choices. So let's talk a little bit about, your motivational speaking career and kind of your message that you like to share.
Yeah, I love speaking. I love sharing my story, because that's the only way I can empower people. Because we all have a story. Only us own that story, no one else.
Right.
So after the earthquake, I could have turned to so many negative things and become a victim and just to deal with the pain for a little bit. But I choose that pain as a teacher to teach me and take my life to another level. And that's my story. I use my experience from the earthquake as a teacher. So now when I speak in high school, college, Institute for the Church, and I feel like I made a choice to be where I am today.
Right.
If we want to make it in life, because the choices we are making today will determine where our lives are going to be in the next 5 years. I made a choice to be where I am today. And I will always make a choice every single morning. I make a choice today to come here, know? And today is my day. I make a choice to bring the energy in your room.
Right.
I made that choice. I could have come in then awkward.
Right.
So, and the other thing is it's all about be a victor, because in life we sometimes think that people are responsible for our faults or for our mistakes, I had an experience last week. I was driving in the street and I was driving 35 miles and I should drive 25 miles. And the cops stopped me and said, "You're driving fast."
Right.
And I did drove fast. And I said, I'm sorry. I've never had a ticket before, by the way, for the last 3 years. And I said, I'm sorry. And he said, I want to give you a warning. Please don't do that again. And that was my fault. That was my mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'm sorry. I will try to not do that again. Someone could have said, oh, you don't like me. You stopped me because I'm black or because of something, because you don't like me. But that's not that's not the reason, you know. That's not why. Sometimes we need to accept that, yes, we did something wrong. How can we change that?
Right.
Stop blaming people.
Yeah.
Let's take the responsibility to say, yes, that was my fault. That was my mistake. I will change that. And most of the time, we're expecting so many great things from other people that we don't even give to ourselves. And we become a victim.
Yeah, wow. That is powerful. Have you ever been tempted to be the victim to being black? You know, like like you said, oh, you just pulled me over because I'm black. Or have you ever been tempted to kind of go into that victim stance around that at all?
I'm so blessed, never. Todd, let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
If I think white people don't like me, they won't like me. Yeah. Right. I always think they love me. They love me. They are my lifesaver. They're my good friend. Everyone are my good friends. But if you just hang out with black people, what do you say to yourself?
Yeah.
I'm not worthy to be around white people, and you become a victim. Wow. It's time to feel like we all can be together.
Yeah.
To feel like, wow, I love Todd because of who he is.
Yeah.
So, no, I've never been in that situation where I feel that. No, I always think that there's something I can learn from you, and there's something you can learn from me.
For sure. I just learned something right now from you. I love what you said, that you automatically believe that white people love you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is so powerful, because it's what it's like, it's this energy that you put out then. And so, like, I mean, I knew this the moment, even before I met you, just even the interaction we had via text and emails and on the phone, I could tell that there was no wall up between us.
No.
At all.
There's no wall. We put the wall.
Yeah, we build the wall. And that's the victim stance, right? And, you know, I just love that, man. Is that, no, they love me.
Yeah.
You know?
They
love me.
They do.
You love me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do.
That's amazing.
They do. There is such a connection between us. We stop that connection sometimes.
Right.
Once we stop that connection, we become a victim.
Right.
You know, so I'm grateful. I'm grateful for people in my life, no matter where you're from, no matter who you are. Because I had something, I need something, there's something I need to learn from you.
Right.
And if it takes time to get to know people, we will learn things that will change our life forever.
Yeah, I'm really for it, and I love that too, Williamson. That I'm in a very unique business where I get to work with people from all walks of life who've been through all kinds of things, all kinds of trials and tribulations, and some have done some bad things, and it's amazing. I can look back now. It's easy to look back and go, man, I've learned from every single one of them.
Yeah.
And I really believe I am who I am today because of all of that. And just like, you know, after hearing your story and listening just to you talk right now, I will be better because of that.
Me too.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just want, man, just what an amazing, I guess, awareness, you know?
Thank you.
To have that.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you. So what other things are you working on in your life right now? You've got the nonprofit.
I think that's the biggest thing I'm working on right now. The biggest thing is to build that mentoring center. So I'm looking for more people to get involved,
right? To
help me spread the word and to help me fundraise money to build that center. Because I want to build a place where Haitians can come and feel like I'm going there. I'm going to learn something that will change my life forever.
Right.
A place of hope.
Right.
A place where Haitian can truly make truly know how to make a difference.
Right.
And that's why we want to have one leader in each community. Wherever you are in Haiti, you can be a mentor.
Right. You
don't have to be a graduate student from college, but you can make a difference wherever you are with what you have. So I'm raising money right now, inviting people to join me to build that mentoring center.
Love it.
Yeah.
So tell our listeners how they would reach out to you if they want to make a donation. How would they do that?
We have a website, ariseprojectforhumanity.com, and then we're on Facebook, Instagram, and they can just give us a call. We receive call every single day from other people.
Right.
and 801-706-5523.
Right on.
And yeah, they can visit our website. They will see how they can be part of this ariseprojectforhumanity.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they can also look that up via Facebook or Instagram and be able to do that.
Yeah.
And is that how they would find you as well? Is
Yeah.
just Williamson Sintyl?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I love sharing this story. If anybody wants me to come over and then be part of anything you're doing, just let me know. I will be there. I'm coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. So what, outside of this mentoringship program and building this facility and this and that, do you have other ideas in mind that you want to do eventually after you kind of get this done? Do you ever think that far ahead where, okay, once I get this done, I'm going to do this? Or is it just mainly, this is my focus, this is what I'm doing?
In Haiti?
Yeah.
We want Haiti to be a wealthy country, but they need to learn better to do better.
Right.
So after the mentoring program, in the future, we hope that Haitian can create their own business. And then able to use some percentage from that business to help other people.
Right.
To help other people build their own business. We want Haitians to be the one lending out money to other Haitians. We want Haitians to be the one who said, hey, I want to loan you this money because I was able to create my own business through the principles I learned from the mentoring center.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we want Haitian to be not only a great country, people mindset change, and people become another kind of people, but we want them to be a wealthy country.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, Williamson. If there's a lot of kids here who are struggling,
Yeah.
What advice would you give a kid out there who's trying to find his way, who might be struggling right now? What's something you could tell them right now that might help them?
Believe in yourself. Believe that you can. Believe in yourself. It starts with you.
Right.
And I know it's hard to believe in yourself. It's hard. You can believe in yourself for the first 3 days of the month. And then the rest of the week, you're just like feeling down because of the way people are treating you. But believe that you are good enough. Believe that you are capable. Believe that you are somebody. Believe that you can make a difference.
Right.
Once we believe that, our whole soul, our mind, our body will believe that. And that's when we are going to find our passion, make a difference, be somebody. Just believe in yourself. Believe that you can. Believe that you're capable. For young girl, believe that you're beautiful. Believe that you're good enough. For young men, believe that you're awesome.
Yeah.
You're wonderful. You're powerful. Believe that.
Wow. Great advice. Well, you're powerful, by the way.
Thank you. You're powerful too. Your room, everything, the energy in your room, I love it. Mindset is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is up here is one of my favorite quotes. So when my clients sit down, that's the first thing I have them actually read it out loud.
It's the life for surprising life is to sit and you recognize there's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with us. That's true. We are children of a loving Father.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I love what you do. I love what you're doing. I would challenge our listeners to look you up and go check out your website. And if you feel like this is something you'd want to get involved in, send a donation, even if it's, $5, $10, whatever. I'm sure every little donation will help get you to that goal and to help make a difference in Haiti with the Haitians. But what's cool is you're also making a difference over here at the same time. You're going to school right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So how's that going?
Good, because it's true, I'm doing like a rise. I have to travel and do all those things, but I'm taking a few classes at LDSPC, accounting, math, because I need to understand you guys' numbers, to know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Well, the other thing I love your attitude around learning. I mean, like you get excited to learn.
Yeah.
And I wish, more people were like that, in the sense that, I work with a lot of high school kids, and a lot of them just, I think they take for granted the things that they have. I mean, look at the school you're at, look at the teachers you have, look at the things you're learning, and they almost just like, it's no big deal. Where someone with your background who didn't have that growing up, it's like, man, you just want it so bad.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I hopefully those that are listening to this, that are younger, will have a different attitude and a different look at learning and how powerful that can be in our lives.
Yeah, I think it's such a blessing to be here, and I need to do something with that.
Yeah.
I need to do something with that.
Wow. Well, you're amazing, man. I want to thank you for being on today and for sharing your story. And I love what you're doing. I love how, you're like, I can't take a nap, and, I will do whatever I need to, because if I do, I'm going to lose out on an opportunity. And I love how hard you work.
Thank you.
I love your energy, like we talked about earlier. You just kind of brighten up this whole room. And thank you for sharing your principles that you live by and that you're teaching. It's some of the same stuff that I try and live by as well. And, you've kind of fueled my fire to be better.
Thank you.
And I just want to thank you for getting here early and spending some time with us today.
I will do anything to be here. I'll do anything. So thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're a light to this world, man, and I'm grateful that I know you even better now today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So there you go, listeners. Williamson Sintyl. Please check out his website, and please look him up and help him out with his goals and dreams. Very inspiring. I'm sure that you felt inspired listening to this story. I want to thank again Veracity Networks for sponsoring this today, and again, I'm just grateful to have you here, and listeners, till next time, right? Till our next amazing guest. They just keep coming. So thank you.
Thank you.